In 2008, Malcolm Gladwell published a book called Outliers, in which he stated that to completely master a skill, one would have to practice for at least 10,000 hours. But 10,000 hours is a lot of time. And what if I told you that you could cut that number by half, learning twice as fast to reach your goals much quicker than you would have? I'm Jordan, and welcome to Flow.
This word was first used by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi in the 1980s to describe a feeling in which a person's decisions and actions are very smooth and fluid, without hesitation. Mihaly then goes on to say that flow is the ultimate key to joy in life, as it can single-handedly make us reach success, whilst also enjoying the path we've chosen to take.
This particular state of mind enables anybody to fully concentrate on a task at hand, to the point that the brain actually ignores any external stimuli. Many of us have already encountered this state that is characterized with some main features. For example, time dilation, in which an hour can feel like a minute and a minute can feel like an hour. Loss of self, in which we lose the what if. That makes us hesitate and stutter before making a decision. A complete sense of control over the task. But most importantly, full concentration on the deep now, on the present moment.
A study made by the US military shows that artificially setting soldiers in the zone made them learn 240 to 500% faster than normal. Specifically, marksmen managed to reach an elite level in half the average time.
The amazing fact about flow is that it can be reached by anybody. It's ubiquitous, provided some initial conditions are met. These conditions are clear goals, clear feedback, and most importantly, the skill required to complete a task must match the challenge and the difficulty of the task itself.
If our skills were high and the challenge was too easy, we would get bored fairly quickly, whilst if the challenge was too high for our skills, we would get anxiety. But if the challenge and the skill just match, we would reach the perfect spot of maximum flow. Neurobiologists registered the brain activity of athletes experiencing flow, and have found that during this ecstatic state, our brain releases 5 different substances: endorphins, norepinephrine, dopamine, anandamide, and serotonin, which are pleasure-inducing, performance-enhancing chemicals, leading to better muscle reaction times, better attention, better pattern recognition, and lateral thinking, which are fundamental for problem solving. This is also the reason why we see on television action-adventure athletes attempting in life-threatening challenges. The exciting sensation is so addictive, or as scientists say, intrinsically motivated, that the human body wants continuously to come back to it. During this state, our brain waves change radically from the normal beta waves that are present when we're awake to becoming alpha theta waves. Alpha waves are typical of daydreaming, where our brain doesn't second guess, making the decision much easier to take, much more fluid, and puts a person in a meditative concentration. Whilst theta waves usually only occur in REM sleep, the deepest part of sleep in which we also dream, causing extreme relaxation. You may be wondering why time perception goes on weird. Well, as Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi says, flow alters your sense of consciousness. As a matter of fact, your prefrontal cortex goes into transient hyperfrontality, where it basically slows down, or hypo, and so do your cognitive functions, like complex decision making, long-term planning, sense of morality, and sense of will, since your prefrontal cortex is responsible for the perception of these functions. When it slows down, they actually get distorted, and the brain doesn't focus on them as much.
But flow isn't just a life or death trigger, isn't just a once-in-a-lifetime event. It can be trained, just like any other skill.
Athletes, for example, are some of the best people in the world that can control when to activate this state of mind, gaining control in the situation in hand and possibly winning a game.
What would you do if you could cut learning times by half, improve 5 times faster, achieving any goal you ever set to yourself? Thanks for watching.